Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Andy from wholesale-help.com and welcome to another video. Alrighty then, wholesale fans, welcome to this week's video entitled Productivity, Finding the Time to Sell. I think a subject quite relevant to most people. We've got busy lives, we've got lots of things going on, and actually finding the time to build a new business around a fairly hectic lifestyle is not easy. So in this video we're going to be talking about distractions and really finding the focus and the time to build your business and achieve your desired results. Now, you may notice I may sound a bit croaky and a bit funny today. I am suffering from a potentially fatal dose of man flu at the moment, and I've made sure everyone's aware of it. So if I do in fact die during the making of this video, I apologize in advance. If not, then happy days. We'll continue on with the show. So I actually got the idea for this video and the inspiration for this topic from an excellent comment that was made this week on one of the videos. Here's the comment. It was on the video how to stay consistent with your eBay listings. If you've not seen that video, then be sure to check it out. All the video is available on the YouTube channel, as you would expect. The comment comes from Ofto Shambhala. Awesome name. And here's what they say. So the comment reads, "Good tips. I concur about regular, almost daily posting." We're talking about posting new eBay items every day to build momentum in your business. In fact, one Wholesale Help member did actually tell me that after watching that video and implementing my tips, they managed to treble their eBay sales as a result. But back to the comment. Good tips. I concur about regular, almost daily posting. It does make a difference. If you are not quite a full-time seller, have kids, crazy school schedule, erratic work schedule, etc., these all apply to me, then setting out to post at least 5 things per day, at least 5 days per week, might be a realistic posting goal that you can and will achieve. I try to ship first thing in the morning, before anything else. Not always possible, but it gets done. Then I go right into photos of 5 to 8 items only, usually immediately after I'm done shipping, but not always. Then I usually have something else to do. But then I'm itching to get those few items I photographed posted, so I may post 2 or 3 here and then 2 or 3 late at night if it turns out that way. Each step goes relatively quick, so it gets done, and I can handle all my distractions. For me, it's all about getting the photos. Once those are done, stuff gets posted. But if I plan to take the photograph too much, I feel like I don't have time. Photographing 5 to 8 items doesn't feel like it takes too much time. And I do often exceed my 5-item goal. And I do often exceed my 5-item goal. But if I only get 5 in, then that's okay. So what Ofto's saying is basically, don't try to do too much. Break it down into chunks. If you've got 25 items to sell, there's no point setting out to try and do 25 items, especially if you've got a busy day planned. It's just not going to get done. And it's much better to get 5 in and done and listed than not even getting started because you don't feel you have the time to do the 25. So 5 a day for 5 days and you've got the 25 done. But if you try and do 25 every single day and you don't have time, you might not get any done. And it's easy to feel overwhelmed. It's easy to feel like there's a mountain to climb, and that's when you get stressed and the anxiety comes in and you're not performing at your best. So breaking it down into chunks, like Ofto says, is a really good idea. Just do what's in front of you. If you've got physically 25 items, break them up into 5 batches, lay them out on the spare bed or wherever you have room and say, okay, this pile is what I've got to do today. Work out what's your best time during the day. If it's first thing in the morning before the kids are running about, then do that. Get up a bit earlier and get your photos taken. If it's at lunchtime, then fine. I would say try and get your photographs done during the day when the light is best, because natural sunlight is the best thing to take the photos. So leaving the photograph into the evening is not the best idea because the indoor lights are not the best for taking photographs. You don't need fancy pants photographic equipment anymore. The latest phone cameras are amazing these days and you can get fantastic results as long as there is enough light in the photo. So using a phone camera is fine. So as I was saying, we've all got stuff going on, right? If you've got kids, then you've probably got loads of stuff going on. If they're going off to after school clubs, maybe you work shifts, or maybe your partner works shifts. Maybe you've got to try and fit in that exercise routine you need to do. And then all the other distractions like Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. And the number of epic TV series there are on these days can have you a slave to your television. Well, you know what? You have a choice. You may feel like you're too busy and you don't have time for anything, but if you really look at your schedule, you will find time. Nobody optimizes every single minute of every day. It just doesn't happen. And I'm sure when you think that little bit of time that you sit down to have to yourself is probably a bit longer than you thought. And if you really want to make time, you can record Game of Thrones or catch it on Netflix, or even, you know what, you could actually do without it. I used to watch quite a bit of TV, but these days I watch very little because I've got other priorities. I've got other things going on. I'm passionate about what I do as my job, and I'm passionate about helping people, and I'd rather do that than sit and passively watch TV. There's some great things on TV, don't get me wrong. I'm not anti-TV at all, but it can take a lot of your time away. And you know what? You're a long time dead. And I don't want to look back and think I spent 70% of my time watching TV. There's so many other things to do out there. And if you prioritize building your own business online, that can actually free your time up. Because if you build that to replace your current income, you will find yourself a whole heap of time on your hands, and you can do a lot more then. Yes, you have to put some work in. And at the beginning, yeah, you probably have to juggle some stuff. But how much do you want it? How much do you really want to disconnect yourself from the whole 9-to-5 wage slave type situation where you're getting paid for the amount of time you're there? So I want to use Oftu as a really good inspiration. If they can fit posting 25 items every week in and around a hectic work and family life schedule, then you can too. It's all about your priorities, and it's whether you want to make it happen. So I want you this weekend to have a think about your schedule. Really break it down. Write it down on a piece of paper if you need to. Think about everything you do every day and try and work out where there's some downtime that you can regularly use to build your online business. So I hope you find this video inspirational, and I hope you take the time this weekend to find that little bit extra time in your week and make next week the first week that you really attack your online business and make things happen. And why don't you come back and tell me all about it in the comments below? Because I love chatting with you guys. I always reply to every comment, and I love hearing success stories. It really makes my day. So if you're killing it on eBay or Amazon right now, I'd love to hear from you. Hit me up in the comments below, or come and join the Wholesale Help private Facebook group. A link to how you can join that is also in the description box below. Righty-ho, this has probably gone on longer than I would have hoped, so I better say thank you very much for watching. My name's Andy Lawrence, and I will catch you on the very next video.